What's up? I'm Labosco. I'm here. It's 1067, chapter 1067 of One Piece Day. And I don't know. I'm still surprised that we didn't have a break this week. I'm really excited to read this chapter, obviously, with all of the reveals last week. You know, finding out that about Saul and everything else. Like, I know how some people don't like that Saul is alive. I'm okay with it. This is One Piece. Fake out deaths have been a part of the series forever. I do think that there's too many. This is one I'm actually okay with. I think as far as the story is concerned, it makes a lot of sense. With the character that we know who supposedly killed him, I think it makes a lot of sense. So I'm okay with it. I understand why people might have problems with it. This is one that I'm all right with, though. So I'm not too upset about that. I think everything else in the chapter was amazing, too. That's just the biggest point of contention, so that's what's on the top of my mind still. But whatever. It's chapter 1067 time. Forget about the rest. Interesting name to the chapter this week, Punk Records. And I see as far as our Germa 66 cold-blooded voyage, we're still going on, and we get to see Judge and Caesar see each other for the first time in probably many, many years. I like how the Germa children are just kind of annoyed by the fact that they're fighting each other. He forgets who they are. Wait, who's saying I forget who you are? Are they both saying that? That's, or is it Judge saying that? I wonder who's saying that. That's funny. That's actually kind of funny. I'm a little surprised by the fact that one of them doesn't remember the other. I'm guessing Judge doesn't remember Caesar. That's my guess. I don't know. It doesn't really, these chapter things we don't. Also, Punk Records being the name of the chapter, and we see two people who were probably on Punk Hazard at one point too, and Judge and Caesar doing research. I'm really curious to see where this goes. What did Oda say today? So you can listen to the film Red SBS by using an app called Secondary Audio Screening at any theater. I rejected it as a Blu-ray special feature, LOL. I don't know what that means, but that's kind of cool. I don't know what secondary audio screening means. But that's kind of cool. I didn't even know they still made Blu-rays. So that's interesting to learn as well, I guess, from that. And now we're seeing Bonnie freaking out. What happened to your head? It used to be like a massive light bulb. So I guess the splitting himself into 6 parts, a fairly recent development, I would guess. It was getting a tad too long, so I cut it. We're not talking about hair here. We're talking about your brain. As I recall, I was almost as tall as a giant when I met you. Oh my god, how big was his head at that point? I heard rumors about it being big, but it was like an air balloon. Well, that's because I ate the brain. Ouch! Is he gonna get hit here? What's happening? In Japanese, he gets tongue-tied trying to say the fruit's name, Nami Nami no Mi. So, I guess that's a tongue twister? I don't know, it's not for me. But anyway. Pardon me, I bit my tongue. I meant to say I'm a brainy human because I ate the brain food. It allows me to memorize an unlimited amount of... Holy shit! That's a crazy devil fruit. It makes my brain grow in size. So the Longhead tribe thing doesn't seem to be the case here. Having an unlimited data bank is a handy ability for a born genius like me. Now I have the largest brain in the world, and it continues to grow. Still? Did you put it somewhere? I don't know why that's so funny to me. That's awesome. Have you got tons of medical knowledge too, Dr. Vegapunk? Naturally. Chopper's so excited about that. Does that mean you're dumb now, old guy? Because you got your brain out? Don't write off a genius, you rascal. See this apple here? It's an antenna. An antenna? Okay, so like he still has control of his other parts of his brain. I guess take a gander at the top of the island. Notice how it says Punk Records under the giant egg? That's the hangar where I keep my brain. What? Isn't that way too big? No. There's no harm in being away from it since my antenna can pick up the brain waves. So... Oh my god, that's so bizarre. You met a little girl earlier who called herself Vegapunk, right? That's one of my clones. There are 6 on the island. You're a ninja! Each one is a facet of myself and an expert of their own field of study. You'd get my full personality if you combine them, but they can get 6 times the work done apart. What the? And now we get to see all of them. Each of them connects to Punk Records once a day to synchronize our memories and knowledge. Since their dispositions and responsibilities are so different, the wealth of their experience is that much greater. That's fucking crazy. That's so cool. Atlas, Wrath, Flare, Edison, Logic, Shaka, Evil, Lilith, Wisdom, Pythagoras, and then Desire, York. Luffy's brain right now is gonna explode. You all share the same brain? I find it difficult to wrap my head around it. Yeah, if you're having difficulty, Jinbei, imagine Luffy's brain right now. Oh my god. Just think of it as sharing the same library. If only I could let everyone in the world connect to my brain, all of humanity would have access to my knowledge. Then, if the population of the world went on to update Punk Records themselves and create a sea of information that surpass what my brain can accomplish alone. He's basically saying the internet here. Humanity would share one mind. So I'd be able to study medicine from all over the world. Naturally, this is literally the internet. Okay. And Chopper is now having such a good time thinking about that. Woo! But if you let everyone share their conflicting ideologies, wouldn't all the bias lead to trouble? I see what you're doing here, Oda. I see it. You sure are a sharp one, Knight of the Sea, but science would never progress if you spent all day worrying about stuff like that. His laugh is That's your problem, Vegapunk. You shrug off sacrifices in the name of progress, and she's pulling out the lightsaber. That's why Dad's been turned into a heartless weapon. What? Stop it, Bonnie. That beam saber is defective. Give it a rest. I know it cuts well enough. I tested it early. Turn my dad back to normal. Psh. If you even think about saying no, don't be hasty, Bonnie. Killing him would make you a lot of enemies. Hit the switch off, Bonnie. That beam attracts ludicrous number of bugs. Oh no, Bonnie! Kill! Ah, check it out, Bonnie. As giant stag beetle. This isn't the time for Of course, Luffy's excited about it. Luffy and Bonnie's just passed out because of all the bugs. Look at her. She fainted. Ah. That makes perfect sense. Of course Bonnie wants me dead. It's ironic that one of my many failures saved me. Speaking of which, you guys were recently in Wano, correct? You wouldn't happen to know whether a dragon just like Kaido really appeared there. Oh, you're talking about Momo. I suppose he ate the defective fruit I left on Punk Hazard. Defective? What do you mean? That was an artificial devil fruit I synthesized. I made it after 20 years of researching Kaido's lineage factor. It cost countless resources. But I couldn't quite get it right. Oh, so that's why he's the same as Kaido, but it worked out just fine. He can still spit fire, he's super strong. He's the guardian deity of Wadi now. You really made that awesome. And his color? Pink. Oh, is he going to be mad because it's pink? Drat, you see another monumental failure. What's wrong with that? I get it. He's a genius and a perfectionist. What about this robot? You made it too, right, old man? Make it move. I'm afraid you're mistaken. This is the legendary Iron Giant that attacked the Holy Land of Mary Joyce about 200 years ago. Wait, what the fuck? 200 years ago only? Yes, but it was built over 900 years ago. Okay. What? No way. Its objective remains unknown. I heard it ran out of power before it could cause any casualties. Either way, I'm sure the scientists of the time were absolutely flabbergasted. Such advanced technology would have seemed totally alien to them. None of them could tell where it came from or what it was trying to do. It seemed the world government ordered its destruction, but the scientists of the time couldn't help their curiosity. Of course not. A giant fucking robot? That's why they hid it here to be passed down without the government's knowledge. What? Were these like world government scientists too? Like now I'm confused. Okay, let's just keep going. Good job on finding this place. Good job on finding this place. From the town, the entrance should look like a wall. We just stumbled here since we were old and senile. Yeah, we were plain old lost. That's a jab at old people by Oda. Man, Oda's giving it to everybody right now. Oh, that's a shame. Why is that a shame? 200 years ago, that's around the time the fishermen rights movement started gaining ground. Interesting. So you're saying that robot climbed the red line, most likely. Okay, so now we're seeing Robin, Sanji, everybody in Robin's group looking with Shaka at the giant robot. Robin's the one saying, so this has ties probably to the fisherman rights movement. Interesting. I created Vega Force 01 based on what I learned from it. Shaka saying that. But I lack the scientific prowess to reverse engineer every aspect of it. It's difficult to believe that this mechanized soldier was made over 900 years ago. Fuck yeah, it is. Although it's interesting to find that out now, obviously. There's something even you couldn't recreate. It's power source. In the past, they had a power source that would upend our modern ideas of what's possible. It's got to be something like fusion related, something with the sun, something like that. Wonder where we're going with this. Well, at any rate, it's good to know Luffy and the others are okay. Who's that girl, though? That's Jewelry Bonnie. She's a pirate. I thought the one we saw before was a little girl. And the way Vegapunk's head works is crazy. I truly did a terrible thing to Bonnie. Yeah, you should get down and beg her to forgive you, old man. Luffy, you young dolt, like you know anything about it. There's something I have to give her. Regardless, I feel like fate brought you here today, Straw Hat Luffy. Please, can you take me away from Egghead, huh? Because he knows Cypher Pole. This is Cypher Pole. We're requesting entry to Egghead Port with poorly trained pets. Oh, boy. Here they come. Reports indicate that Jewelry Bonnie was spotted making her way here, too. That pest keeps slipping away from us. She served her purpose. Let's just terminate her on sight. Lucci, Kaku, Stussy. Oh, CP0, Shaka. There's a government ship. It'd be bad if they found us harboring pirates. What does CP0 want with us, and why did they bring Rob Lucci? I say we just hand this riffraff over. After all, that Lucci fellow is an assassin, right? They're freaking out. What? Rob Lucci? Hey, hurry up and give us back our legs. No, that guy's still around. You can't let him in. Don't you worry, Robin Chan. I'll protect you no matter how many times he comes back. Good job, Sanji. Tell them to hand over the Seraphim and leave. We're declining their request to dock. I doubt agents of the world government will respond well to that, so prepare for battle. Shaka. I feel like it's okay to like Shaka better than the regular Vegapunk, but regular Vegapunk is still so interesting. We're going to Kamabaka Kingdom, so we're going to see more about Dragon. Dragon-san, Kuma-san's acting weird. Kuma-san, wait, we're trying to repair you. Kuma-san, what's wrong? Is he still being controlled by the Navy? Kuma-san, where are you going? You're in no state to be moving like that. He's breaking through whatever machinery they were using. You're still not yourself. What's with him? I don't know. Kuma-san, come back. Wow, this is crazy to see Dragon looking like this. Talk to us, Kuma. Where do you want to go so bad? Stay with us. We are not done is fighting. The Revolutionary Army is just getting started. Oh, break next week. A mad dash to where? God, this is so confusing. What is going on with him? Also, Dragon being this... God, he is Luffy's father. He's so Luffy's father. You see it in this panel here specifically. Do we see... I wasn't really paying attention. So, Inazuma's there. A bunch of the other revolutionary generals are all there too. No, we don't see Dragon other than that last panel. Interesting. God, next chapter is the one I want now. This is a good chapter. This felt like a longer chapter as well. There's so much, and this is just the nature of this part of the story is we have a lot of dialogue that's going to have to be shared with us, but it's so interesting. You don't give a shit that there's so much dialogue, right? And the panels are so interesting as well. Like, this chapter just has more questions than answer once again. Like, okay, we still don't know everything with Kuma. Why is Kuma rushing off somewhere? What Under what orders is he doing it? Is there orders that are making him do it? Is it his own volition? We know that with the seraphim that they have some sort of rebellious nature of some sort. What's causing that exactly? There's so many questions right now and not enough answers. And these next few chapters are probably going to give us some. Are we going to get Lucci versus Luffy round 2? Is Lucci even going to be able to handle new Luffy? I feel like yes, because why would you have it happen after Luffy has already beaten him? Unless you have something in store for us with that. I don't know. This chapter, so many things that I still don't know. So many things that I want to have answered. But we're heading in a crazy fun direction. The talking about like the little commentary on the internet that we got there too, I think was kind of cool as well from Oda. This is one of like the most fun times to be a One Piece fan for sure. And like that's part of why I decided to start like, you know, reacting openly to the chapters and stuff, because I've been having so much fun, and if I get to share it with a few people, why not, right? So thanks for hanging around while I do this. It's been a lot of fun.